Hello. Hello. Dear participants, kindly be seated. Yeah, all the dignitaries, invited guests, participants, faculty members, scholars, students, non-teaching staff, and everyone present over here. A very good morning. Professor Sumi, Faculty of Education, welcomes you all to this two-day national conference on remodeling education in the technological era organized by Department of Education and Training, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad. So as we gather here today for this esteemed conference, let us begin the program with a prayer. So I call upon Umar Abdullah, ITEP second semester student, to come over here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. خلق الإنسان من علق. اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم. علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى أن رآه استغنى. إن إلى ربك الرجعى. صدق الله العظीम. तर्जमा: पढ़ो अपने परवरदिगार का नाम लेकर जिसने सब कुछ पैदा किया। उसने इंसान को जमे हुए खून से पैदा किया है। पढ़ो और तुम्हारा परवरदिगार सबसे ज्यादा कर्म करने वाला है। जिसने कलम से तालीम दी, इंसान को इस बात की तालीम दी जो वो नहीं जानता था। हकीकत यह है कि इंसान खुली सरकशी कर रहा है क्योंकि इसने अपने आप को बेनियाज समझ लिया है। सच तो यह है कि तुम्हारा परवरदिगार ही की तरफ से सबको लौटना है। अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
बहुत शुक्रिया उमर for the knowledgeable words you are reciting about. So now I request our IMC team to play our university tarana.
बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। आओ सफ़र यहाँ से करे आसमान का, बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। इल्मो कमाल फजलो शेयारो शूर तक फैली है दिल नवाज महक दूर दूर तक। मिलता यहाँ निसाब है सारे जहान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। हर नक्शो रंगो बू से करो अपनी गुफ्तगू, आजाद दरसगाह की है ये भी जुस्तजू। सब फासला मिटाते चलो दरमियान का, बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। ग़र्बो जुनूब से हो के शर्क़ो वो शुमाल से आगे बढ़ो ख्याल मिला दो ख्याल से। चर्चा हो कायनात में हिंदुस्तान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। फसले सदा बहार से बस्ती बसी रहे, मिलकर दुआ करो कि ये खेती हरी रहे। साया रहे सरों पे किसी साहिबान का, आओ सफ़र यहाँ से करे आसमान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का।
And in every program, I will repeat this thing is that our Tarana is penned by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, and it is beautifully, you can see that our the slogan is very much dear to our heart. And with the positive energy spread by our Tarana, I once again welcome you all to this inaugural session of this two-day conference. And now I invite our pillar of strength and one among the most successful and renowned figure in the field of education uh, to formally extend the welcome. I invite Professor Vanaja. I am Dean School of Education and Training.
Good morning, Adab and Namaste to the August gathering here. I extend a warm welcome to each and every member present here, gathered here for the two-day conference on remodeling education in the technological era. I deem it a proud privilege to extend a warm welcome to our respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Ainul Hassan Saab. It's with a pride that we celebrate the conferring of Padma Shri to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, and I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. I feel extremely elated to welcome our distinguished guests, Professor R.C. Sharma, Professor Dr. Ritesh, for gracing this occasion. I deem it a privilege to welcome our OSD 1, Professor Shagufta Shaheen ma'am, OSD 2, Professor Siddiqui Mohammad Mahmood Saab, and our registrar, Professor Ishtiaq Ahmad sir. Our HOD, the convener of this seminar, Professor Shaheen Sheikh. I extend a warm welcome to all those who have accepted our invitation and present here, deans of the schools, directors, HODs, principals, faculties of our colleges of teacher education, distinguished invitees, conference participants, members of the press, electronic media, my students, ladies and gentlemen. I once again welcome each and everyone present here for this seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm welcome address. Moving ahead, it is a time to extend our heartfelt gratitude and felicitate our distinguished guest. So, I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to present a sapling and a memento to Professor R.C. Sharma, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. And now I request VC, sir. Yeah, now I request VC, sir, to present a sapling and memento to our distinguished guest, Ritesh, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dean ma'am to welcome VC sir to this conference by presenting a sapling. बाद में देंगे उसके बाद में बताऊंगी Now I request our Dean ma'am Sir is conferred with Padma Shri recently. So, as a token of our love and respect. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now, I request our HOD, Professor Shaheen, ma'am, to welcome Registrar, sir, with a sapling. And welcome OSD 1, Professor Shagufta Shaheen, ma'am, with a sapling. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request the Dean, ma'am, to welcome our OSD2 Professor Siddiqui Mohammad Mahmood, sir, with a sapling. यहाँ से दे देना बेटा, वहाँ से दे देना. कोई बात नहीं. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Ashwini, one of the organizing secretary of this conference, to welcome our Dean, Professor Vanaja, ma'am, by presenting a sapling. एक और लेके आओ. And also welcome our HOD, Professor Shaheen Sheikh, ma'am, with the sapling. अरे यार. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. As we stick to the schedule, to provide an overview of the conference and its objectives, I invite our HOD, Professor Shaheen Sheikh, ma'am, to enlighten us about the conference. Ma'am is a backbone of this conference, definitely. Rather, I would like to say the backbone of our department. So please, ma'am, to present the objective of the conference.
Thank you, Sumi. Respected Professor Syed Ainul Hassan, sir, our VC, our chief guest for today's function, RC Sharma, sir, Ritesh Khunyakari, sir, Professor Shagufta Shaheen, ma'am, Professor Siddiqui Mohammad Mahmood, sir, Professor Ishtiaq Ahmed, sir, Professor Vanaja, ma'am, all my dear colleagues, my faculty members, and the participants of this workshop, and my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. It's an honor and privilege to address this distinguished gathering of thought leaders, academicians, and innovators who are dedicated to shaping the future of education. The 21st century, I think everybody will agree, has ushered in an era of rapid technological advancements that have profoundly impacted every aspect of our lives, and education is no exception. Today, we stand at the crossroads of tradition and transformation, where technology is redefining how knowledge is imparted, acquired, and applied. This conference serves as a platform to discuss, deliberate, and devise strategies to integrate technology seamlessly into education. The advent of artificial intelligence, virtual and augmented reality, adaptive learning systems, and digital classrooms have revolutionized teaching methodologies. These innovations not only enhance engagement and accessibility, but also personalize learning experiences, catering to the diverse needs of the students across the country. While we celebrate these advancements, we also must address the challenges that they bring: the digital divide, data security, ethical concerns, and the need for teacher upskilling are pressing issues that demand our attention. Technology should serve as an enabler rather than a disruptor, ensuring that no student is left behind. Through this conference, we aim to explore forward-thinking solutions, share best practices, and build a roadmap for an education system that is innovative, inclusive, and future-ready. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to VC Sir and our Dean Ma'am for providing us with this opportunity to organize this particular conference. So, with this thought that let us engage in insightful discussions and emerge with transformative ideas that will shape the educational landscape of tomorrow, I wish you all and us a successful, fruitful, and inspiring conference. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for setting the tone of this today's conference proceedings. To commence the greetings, I invite Professor Siddiqui Mohammad Mahmood Sir, OST to Maulana Azhar National Urdu University, to extend his greetings on this particular occasion.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Padam Shri Professor Enrichment Sahab, distinguished guests, including Professor Sharma Sir, Professor Ritesh Sir, our beloved Registrar, Professor Ishtiaq Ahmed Sahab, Dean Madam, Professor Vaneja Madam, Professor Shagufta Shahi Madam, and Professor Shahin Sheikh, the HOD of the department, and all dignitaries of the dais, teachers, and dear students. Indeed, it's a great privilege for me to be a participant of this conference held on a very important theme called Remodeling Education in the Technological Era. एक बहुत अहम सवाल ये है कि हम एजुकेशन को रीमॉडल क्यों करना चाहते हैं। दो, या तो कोई मसला है या हम बेहतरी की तरफ जाना चाहते हैं। टीचर और स्टूडेंट दोनों जब मुतमईन हों और दोनों खुश हों तो फिर रीमॉडलिंग की जरूरत क्यों है। तो दूसरा जवाब मिलता है कि हम और बेहतर करना चाहते हैं, और वो आज ही क्या जो कल से बेहतर ना हो। जब हर फील्ड में एडवांसमेंट हो रहे हों तो टीचर और तालिब इल्म इनके लिए और मजीद सहूलतें कैसी फराहम की जा सकती हैं, इसलिए हम उसको रीमॉडल करना चाहते हैं। अब रीमॉडल करने के लिए टेक्नोलॉजिकल एक बहुत ही ड्राइवर के तौर पर, इंपॉर्टेंट ड्राइवर के तौर पर हमारी मदद के लिए तैयार है। जाहिर है कि जब कोई नई चीज आती है सो इट ब्रिंग्स सर्टेन इश्यूज एज वेल। जैसे आज अगर हम टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हैं तो तलबा के लिए तो एक्सेस हैं, वो मोबाइल फोन से बराबर उसका इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, और अगर क्लासरूम में वो लुत्फ अगर उनको नहीं आता है जो वो वीडियो देखने में महसूस करते हैं, तो जाहिर है कि उनके लिए क्लासरूम में बोर्डम पैदा होना बिल्कुल फितरी बात है। तो टेक्नोलॉजी से हम मुकम्मल तौर पर जब बचा नहीं सकते बच्चों को, तो क्यों ना ऐसा करें कि इस टेक्नोलॉजी का हम बहुत ही जुडिशियल इस्तेमाल इस तरह से करें कि उनकी लर्निंग में मदद हो जाए। इस ख्याल के तहत कैसे किया जा सकता है, इसमें इश्यूज कैसे हैं, उन चैलेंजेस को हम कैसे दूर कर सकते हैं, और किस तरह से क्लासरूम एनवायरनमेंट को हम और बेहतर बना सकते हैं, मैं समझता हूं कि ये सोच काम कर रही है। बहुत ही नेक सोच है। इस पर मैं समझता हूं कि हम तमाम को आमीन कहना चाहिए कि जो कोशिशें हो रही है ये कोशिशें अपने मकासद के लिहाज से कामयाब हो। मेरी नेक दुआएं और तमन्नाएं इस बात के लिए है कि आपका ये जो पूरा डेलिब्रेशन है, हम तमाम का डेलिब्रेशन, ये कामयाब हो और हम असातिज़ा के लिए और तलबा के लिए बेहतर कर सकें। थैंक यू वन एंड ऑल।
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the insightful words. Now I request our OSD1, Professor Shagufta Shahin ma'am, to share her greetings in this conference.
Good morning, Assalamu alaikum. I congratulate the department for addressing this conference to the changing times. We teachers, as we all understand, are very, very resilient from adapting to from a conservative mode of teaching that we were used to in terms of using a blackboard and a chalk, we have moved on to computers and internet. And now we are also facing with new technological advancement in terms of artificial intelligence. So we have to be one step ahead of technology and see to it that academics and education is advanced. The School of Education is the place where teachers are groomed, and no matter which part or which course or which discipline we represent, we all depend on the deliberations that take place in the School of Education. So we are all gearing up and looking forward to the deliberations and the conclusions that you arrive at through your conference, so that we also get benefited from your deliberations. I wish you all the very best for your conference. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for your wishes. And now I invite Professor Ishtiaq Ahmed, sir, Registrar Maulana Azhar National University, to share his greeting with us.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all of you. Indeed, it's a great pleasure that this year also the School of Education and Technology, Department of Education and Training, it's like technology also because this seminar today, national seminar, is being organized on a very important theme, that is remodeling education in the technological era. As Professor Mahmood Siddiqui sir pointed out, that why remodeling in the technological era. In fact, these are the key area that this seminar is going to touch upon. In view of ongoing technological innovations, new developments that is taking place in the field of technology, and the role of AI and artificial intelligence, and many such innovations is deeply impacting our day-to-day life in the educational sector, especially in the university and institutions. We cannot keep ourselves away from those changes. If we do not embrace those changes, certainly we are going to be phased out. It's very important that this school is sincerely and very on the very right time trying to incorporate all those changes for the better advancement and enrichment of our curriculum. And I am happy that many of our teachers, including Professor Vanaja and others, are closely associated with organizations like NCTE, NEPA, and other educational organizations and institutions working day and night to give a new shape and life to the education and technology. On this occasion, I am very happy that we have a guest, Professor R.C. Sharma Sahib. He is Director HRDC, Dr. Ambedkar University in New Delhi, Dr. Ritesh, and this seminar is chaired by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Anul Hassan, who is truly interested in adding new things to this campus. I'm happy that since he took over as the Vice Chancellor of this university, he has always welcomed all such new initiatives, all such guidelines that we have been getting from UGC, Ministry of Education, NCTE, AICTE, and many more such things. So I do hope that this particular seminar and this particular concept of remodeling education in the technological era will get a massive support and guidance of our Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for your greetings. And now we move on to our next segment, the address by our esteemed guest. I invite our guest, to introduce our esteemed guest, Professor R.C. Sharma, sir, to the audience. I invite Dr. Sabah Khatun, Assistant Professor, Department of Education and Training.
Thank you, ma'am. It is my honor to introduce Professor Ramesh Chandra Sharma, an eminent academician and researcher in the field of education and technology. Professor Sharma is serving as the director of the HRDC at Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, New Delhi. Professor Sharma has made outstanding contribution to the field of open distance open and distance education, instructional design, e-learning, and educational technology. With an extensive academic research, he has worked with various reputed institutions globally. He has served as associate professor at Wewisen Open University, Malaysia, and as a visiting professor at the University of Fiji. He has also held a key leadership position as director of the Commonwealth Educational Media Centre Asia. He also served as director of the Institute of Distance and Continuing Education at the University of Guyana, South America. He contributed significantly to the Indira Gandhi National Open University as a regional director, shaping policies and frameworks for open and distance learning in India. His dedication to research has been recognized with multiple awards, including the AUD Good Researcher Award and AUD Commendable Researcher Award in the year 2022 and 2023. Beyond his leadership roles, Professor Sharma is a well-respected scholar and editor. He is a co-editor of the Asian Journal of Distance Education, a leading publication in the field. His research has been widely recognized with over 13,000 citations to his published work, demonstrating his significant impact on the academic community. With his deep expertise in open educational resources, online learning, and digital educational policies, Professor Sharma continues to contribute to national and international discussions on innovative educational practices and also an inspiration for educators, researchers, and policymakers worldwide. So we are truly privileged to have him with us today. So please join me in welcoming Professor Ramesh Chandra Sharma with a big round of applause.
Okay, शुक्रिया, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं इग्नू में रीजनल डायरेक्टर था काफ़ी लंबे समय तक, फिर उसके बाद मैं बाहर चला गया। तो मेरी लास्ट पोस्टिंग जोधपुर में थी और वहाँ मैं हमारा ऑफिस उधर एक बहुत ही सुंदर संस्था है जो अंडर प्रिविलेज्ड बच्चों के लिए काम करते हैं। नाम है उनका मारवाड़ मुस्लिम एजुकेशन वेलफेयर सोसाइटी। तो उन्हीं की बिल्डिंग में हम शुरू में मीन्स इग्नू का रीजनल सेंटर बनाया गया था। तो मेरे कमरे के पास में से जब गैलरी थी तो वहाँ पर एक बहुत सुंदर बोर्ड लगा हुआ था जिसको मैं रोज़ पढ़ता था और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था वो। उसमें हिंदी और उर्दू में लिखा होता, तो उर्दू में तो मुझे नहीं मालूम कि अभी तक मेरी उर्दू माशाल्लाह बहुत ख़राब है। हिंदी में उसमें एक बहुत अच्छा सेंटेंस लिखा था कि, और वो मुझे आज तक याद है, मैं उसको भूला नहीं हूँ। उसमें हिंदी में लिखा हुआ था कि बेशक मैं उस्ताद की हैसियत से आया, और समहाउ मैं उसको जब भी पढ़ता था मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था कि वाह कितनी अच्छी बात लिखी हुई है यहाँ पर कि बेशक मैं उस्ताद की हैसियत से आया। सो आई congratulate ऑल ऑफ यू एंड पर्टिकुलरली आवर ITEP फ्रेंड्स। बेशक आप लोग उस्ताद की हैसियत से आए हो। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. And we will be listening to sir elaborate a talk on AI in the next session. Okay. So thank you, sir. And to introduce our next distinguished guest, I request Dr. Samad sir to come over here.
Good morning. Dr. Ritesh Khuniakari is an associate professor and chairperson of School of Educational Studies at Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Hyderabad. He has done his master's in botany from the University of Pune and doctorate in science education from Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Mumbai. Dr. Ritesh has been pursuing teaching, development, and research in science education, design thinking, teachers' professional development, child development, cognition and learning, and assessment issues in learning. He has published and presented his works in several international and national journals, conferences, and magazines. He has represented the Indian contingent as a team leader at the International Junior Science Olympiads in 2010 and 2017. He has been working with an international collaborative project on design and technology education involving 7 countries. Sir, for it, it's a matter of extreme pride to have you with us in this national conference and enrich ourselves by your knowledge and expertise. On behalf of this conference, it is my pleasure to welcome him to this program with a huge applause. Thank you.
गुड मॉर्निंग, सलाम आप सभी को। और मेरा नाम रितेश है। ऑनरेबल डिग्नेटरीज ऑन द डायस, प्रोफेसर सैयद आइनुल हसन साहब and other colleagues who are gracing the dais, and also dear friends, I think it is real pleasure and opportunity for us to be here on these 2 days of the national conference for 2 reasons that come to my mind. The first reason is having it as a platform for exchange and dialogue. Many a times you have thinking that happens in small segments of the society, but a conference allows a dialogue and a deliberation that is across different institutions. So you have resource persons who bring in different perspectives, ideas, and experiences to the stage so that we can benefit from it through this conference. The other idea, which is really amazing, is the very title of the conference itself, which is the idea of remodeling education in the technological era. While many people before me have also highlighted the significance of this, I would like to come from the educational viewpoint. इससे एक चीज तो साफ जाहिर है, एजुकेशन एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट नहीं है जो केवल रिसीव करता रहेगा, कि कई सारी चीजें होती रहेंगी और वो एजुकेशन ऑब्जर्व कर रहा है या उसको समझने की कोशिश कर रहा है। एजुकेशन एक एक्टिव वाइब्रेंट डिसिप्लिन है जो इतनी क्षमता रखता है कि जो भी आस पड़ोस में हो रहा है उसको लेकर विचार विमर्श किया जा सकता है। So the idea that education is dynamic, it is vibrant, and it is resting on the very young shoulders is a testament that there is an idea of remodeling which is centering the agency of individuals. So I invite you all for these 2 days of engagement, and thank you for calling me and having me here to share my opinions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ritesh, sir. Again, we will listen to sir in detail in the plenary sessions. And now we move towards the presidential address. And it is indeed a honor to invite Professor Syed Ainul Hassan, sir, Vice Chancellor MANUU, to grace us with his words of wisdom.
In the name of the one who gave us life and wisdom, honorable guests on the dais and off the dais, Dr. Ritesh, Professor Sharma, host of colleagues, girls and boys. These occasions are to be celebrated. Rather, attending a conference under pressure, under duress, is really not very conducive for anyone's health. So I welcome you wholeheartedly. And I believe, rather, you are testimony to this fact that School of Education and Training is biggest school in Asia. Very proudly, I have spoken from different platforms, whether UGC or ministry or elsewhere. But this is fact. Not only this, you don't realize how big this school is. There are 3 model schools under this school. One in MANUU in Haryana, another one in Darbhanga, and one in Falaknuma, which is Old Hyderabad. Apart from that, 8 or 9 more extended, 8, one more in the pipeline. So therefore I said 9. Professor Vaneja will correct me. So 9th one is likely to come up. You are growing like anything. These plants, unless you pour some water, they will not grow. So try to pick up a vessel and go to the plant, close to the plant, and exercise your dues. You have to bring them up, as we are trying to bring you up. I was here, to listen to our honorable speakers, but yes, they are reserved for some other sessions, I believe. Next session. Okay, so I'm deprived of. Nonetheless, be cheerful all the time, and particularly in the morning. Absolutely, it should give a refreshing feeling for everyone. Be cheerful. कैसे पता लगेगा cheerful हो? अच्छा बताओ किसके पास स्मार्टफोन है? झूठ नहीं बोलना, सही बोलना. देखा, देखिए 95%. I counted 95%. 95% के पास 100%. सिद्दीकी साहब, प्लीज इन्हें मत छेड़िए आप. You know what happened? अरे भाई ये भी जरूरी है. This is also important. अब डिनर करके फिर थोड़ा घूम टहल के दोस्तों से मिल के ढाबे पर चाय पी के और वापस हॉस्टल में आए. अभी नींद नहीं आ रही है. ओके, तो अभी क्या करना है? मोबाइल क्या करेगा? मोबाइल क्या करेगा? है मोबाइल तो ऐसे है, लेकिन मन है ना, वो मन जो है वो क्या चाहेगा, है ना? मन चाहेगा आज मदहोश हुआ जाए रे. ये मदहोश नहीं होगी, नींद नहीं आएगी ना. तो मदहोश हुआ जाए रे, मेरा मन. तो मन को मदहोश भी तो करना है भाई. तौबा कर ली. खुमार ने क्या कहा? तौबा कर ली, लेकिन मैखाने से जब गुजरे तो कहता है कुछ दूर आदतन भी कदम लड़खड़ाए. अब आपको मना किया जा रहा है. क्यों भाई? अभी मेरे पे इल्जाम लग जाएगा कि मैं इनकरेज कर रहा हूं आपको. दूसरे दिन पेपर में आएगा. लेकिन मैं ये कहता हूं कि दोनों चीजें जरूरी हैं. You are here to utilize maximum time in the process of acquiring knowledge. You must. Your classes, your class lectures are evenly important. Don't miss out. This is your duty. This is your duty because your parents, they have sent you. They are spending quite a lot, in fact, on you, your education. Utilize. धोखा मत दो. उनको धोखा देने से फायदा नहीं है ना? वो चाहते हैं तुम्हारी प्रोग्रेस. एक बेटी है लेकिन अपने कलेजे से अलग कर दिया, दूर दराज आ गई यहाँ। सुबह शाम तस्वीर देख के बेटी पढ़ रही है ना, इसलिए सेक्रीफाइस। बाबा ने पैसा नहीं भेजा इस महीने, बाबा से डायरेक्ट नहीं कह सकते, मम्मी देखो बाबा ने पैसा नहीं भेजा, अब सुबह उनकी शामत रखिए। आपको अपना खाना याद रहता है, बच्ची वहां भूखी है, आप नहीं भेज रहे, अरे वो कारोबार में, आप भी भेजिए, जा रहा हूं Now what is happening? This love and affection is for your growth. Satisfy them. This is your duty. हम नेक रास्ते पर हैं, उनको समझाओ। अच्छा, ये बेटियों के लिए मैंने कह दिया, बेटे बहुत खुश हैं, आपके लिए भी वही है जो उनके लिए है, कोई फर्क नहीं है। But now 1 or 2 points I would like to share with you. You know, Aristotle very clearly mentioned in his Apologia that whatever you see through your eyes, naked eyes, might not be true. There is a truth behind the curtain. पर्दे के पीछे कुछ रियलिटी है. What you have to do, you have to discover, you have to unreveal that cover. वो रियलिटी जानने की कोशिश करो. Make use of artificial intelligence. There's no way out. There's no way out. You have to. Because this is fast growing world. Everything is well connected to each other. One discipline, don't see a discipline in isolation. कि ये discipline अलग है, वो अलग है. ये education में पहले हो सकता है. Because you have all disciplines. It is in the real sense a multidisciplinary school. And that's how Government of India is admiring. You know, you were the first one to capture ITIL. Professor Vaneja will correct me. और यहाँ उन्होंने आके आपके साथ फेस टू फेस बातें की, आपसे पूछा, आपने जवाब दिया, and they recorded. You know, your regulatory body is recording everything. And then they sent a piece of information by congratulating the Vice Chancellor. Now, because of you, I am earning a lot of respect. It is because of you. What I say, ke, don't be so late. You know? Late arrival, late departure. बहुत बर्बाद करता है. You know, मेरे लिए क्या हुआ? मैं अभी कनाडा गया, कनाडा से फिर मैं अमेरिका गया, वॉशिंगटन गया, वॉशिंगटन यूनिवर्सिटी. वहां से मुझे एक इनविटेशन शिकागो यूनिवर्सिटी से आया कि आप हैं तो इतने करीब हैं तो आइए, हम लोगों का ये प्रोग्राम. ऐसे रुकी, हमने रीशेड्यूल किया अपनी फ्लाइट, बल्कि यहाँ कॉन्फ्रेंस थी, उसको अटेंड करना था, हमने माफी मांगी. Then I went to Chicago. While going to Chicago, there was hopping flight. Phoenix से Chicago आना था. Phoenix में I missed connecting flight. Then I made a call to my friend. You know, it was his birthday. But poor man, you know, rushed to the airport. Though hotel was there, but you see, I didn't go to hotel. So I went to his place. He is running big restaurants. ए मुगलाई भी एक रेस्टोरेंट है, उसका जंक फूड का भी एक रेस्टोरेंट है, एक सिर्फ वो टिम हॉटन होता है वहां पर, कॉफी और उसके साथ स्नैक्स वगैरह का वो भी रन करता है. बिग मैन इज फ्रॉम हैदराबाद ओनली. सो ही टुक मी टू हिज रेस्टोरेंट फर्स्ट. और वहां पे सेरेमनी के वाइफ तो थी नहीं, दो, एक बेटी एक बेटा था, और सारे गोरे थे हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। भाई ये सब हुआ और केक वेक कटा, and then by 2:30 midnight, then I went to the airport because 5 o'clock was my flight. Landed up in Chicago. Wonderful day. Chicago, there was -25 degree temperature. ये बाहर निकलना मुश्किल था। अगर 2 मिनट खड़े हो जाइए तो आपकी कुल्फी बन जाएगी। इतनी खतरनाक अंटार्कटिक वाली थी, सर्दी थी, आप समझिए, कोल्ड था और स्लीट बरस रही थी। वो जो ब्लैक आइस होती है ना, वो थी। बट एनीवे इट वाज वंडरफुल टाइम। घर के अंदर कार में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। यू नो व्हाट हैपेंड, शिकागो से मुझे कतर एयरवेज से दोहा आना था, दोहा से यहाँ हैदराबाद, डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट थी नहीं। शिकागो से जब हम चले तो कोई घंटा सवा घंटा प्लेन चला होगा कि उसके एक विंग से स्पार्क्स आने लगे। वो एक जो इंजन है उसका, उसके फैन से उसको बंद कर दिया उसने। एंड देन पायलट मेड द अनाउंसमेंट कि वी आर डाइवर्टिंग दिस फ्लाइट टू मॉन्ट्रियल। मॉन्ट्रियल इज अनदर, कनाडा। अब हम सोचिए आप, लाइफ किस कदर डेंजर है? जब आप 36,000 के ऊपर हैं। बट एनीवे स्लोली चलिए लैंडिंग हुई, फिर वो हुआ, फिर होटल में भेज दिया, फिर कहा। What I am saying, time is so precious. Then in the connecting flight, then again I went to Boston, from Boston to Abu Dhabi. What for? All these exercises are not anything personal, but this is sheer representation of this university. That's why I'm taking pains. I am putting my life in danger. Why? Because there is a call and I must go. Tomorrow early morning I have to go to Bangalore. There is a big event, and especially they have invited me as a chief guest by virtue of my being Vice Chancellor of Maulana Azad. So this is your honor. So remember, time is important. कहते हैं strike when iron is hot. पिछले जमाने में एक शायर ने कहा था, गाड़ी थी इतनी लेट कि बच्चे जमा हुए। इतना लेट तो नहीं होना चाहिए ना, थोड़ा थोड़ा तो लेट हो गए, ठीक है, लेकिन इतना लेट नहीं होना चाहिए। But anyway, I wish you, my time is over. I wish you all the best for a very genuine and healthy exercise, day-long discussion. Participate in the discussion, in the debate, assert your position. If you are able to think, always question. If you are not satisfied, yes, you have every right to question. Answer should come from your side. This is how in higher academics you can survive. But again, ये है दुनिया, गौर से इस बेवफा को देखना। दुनिया बड़ी बेवफा है कि नहीं? हमारे केस में बहुत बेवफा है दुनिया। चलो, तुम बहुत प्यारे हो, मुझे बहुत पसंद। ये है दुनिया, गौर से इस बेवफा को देखना। तायरो, तायर कहते हैं बर्ड्स को, तायरो परवास से पहले हवा को देखना। आईटेप के लिए हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं ना, अपना रुख रखना हमेशा अपनी मंजिल की तरफ। तुम्हारी कोई मंजिल होगी, अपना रुख रखना हमेशा अपनी मंजिल की तरफ। इब्तिदा करना तो अपनी इंतहा को देखना। This is how I wish. Whether I am here or not, someone will come, someone will go, someone will occupy your chair also. But be sure and be confident, then you will make a mark in the society. Every individual is important in this educational institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the remarkable address. We have always admired by our VC sir's speech, and this time also no exception. Thank you so much, sir. So as we near the conclusion of this inaugural session, it is time to express our sincere gratitude. As one of the organizing secretaries of this conference, today I have the responsibility of proposing the vote of thanks. And it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. So I begin with thanking the Almighty for all the best blessings. And first and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Professor Syed Ainul Hasan sir, our Honorable Vice Chancellor of MANUU, for his inspiring presidential address and also for gracing us with this presence. And your support and guidance have always been a source of encouragement for us, sir. Thank you so much. And I thank our distinguished guest of today's program, Professor R.C. Sharma sir, for taking his valuable time for our conference and come over here. And we are really glad to have you, sir, here. Thank you. Now I extend my thanks to Dr. Ritesh sir, an enthusiastic resource person from TIS Hyderabad. And we thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and sharing your expertise with us. And our sincere thanks to Professor Shugufta Shaheen ma'am, OSD 1 MANUU, for all the support, and Professor Siddiqui Mohammed Mahmood sir, OSD 2 MANUU, for hosting us up all the time to conduct this conference. Thank you, sir. And Professor Ishtiaq Ahmed sir, Registrar MANUU, for all the warm greetings and valuable assistance throughout this event. And a special thank you to Professor Vanaja ma'am, Dean School of Education and Training, MANUU, for giving us all your heart to make this conference happen. Thank you, ma'am. And we are deeply grateful to Professor Shaheen Sheikh, ma'am, HOD, Department of Education and Training, MANUU, for providing us all the support, encouragement, and all the hardline efforts in organizing this event. Thank you, ma'am. Last but not the least, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all the organizing team for their tireless effort during these days, all the faculty members, technical staff, IMC, engineering section, non-teaching staff, research scholars, students whose hard work and dedication have made this event a success. So finally, a heartfelt thank you to all the participants for your active involvement, enthusiasm, and commitment to this event. And your presence and contributions are what make occasions like this truly meaningful. So a big thanks to all the participants who come over here. Thank you all once again. So with this, we are winding up this inaugural session with okay. So I request all the teaching staff to come over here on the stage and joining us for the national anthem. On the stage.
Only. बोला ना मैंने. Students, please.
जल्दी. नहीं. Please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Dear participants, please be seated. Please be seated.